Hello, Granny, slightly smiling face.
Oh, Mario, thank goodness you've come along. I have been having such a fuss with this today. You wouldn't believe it. Nothing was coming through. I don't know if you came along, about a couple of hours ago, but nothing was coming through here at all. So I sort of switched it all off. I'm having a job getting my YouTube to show up on my computer here. But at least I'm glad you've come through. I know that it is working okay. So, yeah, it says here, view your channel. This is, okay, Expedition at the gestral village. That's
Technical
what I've
problems.
just put up. So let's see, is it going to? No, I don't know why it's not coming through here. But at least you're there. Ah, here we go. Whoopie-doo. Yes. So we're a little bit later, but we're going to give it a go. Oh, technical problems. You tell me technical problems. Come on here. So, it's like I say many times, do you not feel like throwing it all out the window? It's great when it works, but when it doesn't, phew. Anyway, just to catch up on things, I've came
Did you
through
manage to get that creature's costume?
that creature's costume. That was the. Oh, I will show you. Perhaps you weren't here at the same time as Wills was yesterday. You got me to put the costumes on. Right, here we go. I will show you. He didn't get anything at all. This one got, let me go over to wardrobe, and, oh, she hasn't got one now. Where's yours gone, matey? Oh, hang on, perhaps he did get one. Oh, here we go. This is for her. There you go. I've forgotten as well. And this is for him. Hang on, this one. So this is the costumes I got. Right, shall we go for a swim? Where are they all? This one. Anyway.
Grinning, squinting
there
face.
You go. I have now got I have now got 4 people in my little group. I went through the ancestral wherever it was.
Hello guys. Hello Granny, slightly smiling face.
Christine, hello, welcome. Just giving you a little rundown in why I'm here. I came through to the gestral village. See, now yesterday I was looking for it all over the place, couldn't find it anywhere. Today I came back and
Hello,
I found
Christina,
it just like that.
Smiling face.
So you come in here, you talk to the big man, big chief, and he says, he's going to give me a password to go back to the other little cave where one of the other ones was guarding the entrance, and said I have to get a password. So I come here, and he says, I can't give you a password until you've gone to the arena and killed all our fighters in the arena. So I went in the arena and killed them all. And the very last one, they were telling me, we've got a very special warrior for you to fight. And that was one of the girls. She's not here now. I don't know why she's not here with me. That was one of the girls that had disappeared off of the beach from their island. And I think it's sort of coming like I was expecting it to, that the end of this game would be that all of the ones that the Pinterest domineering being over their island who was taking the people away, was bringing them all over to her area, but they were in fact still alive and running around. So I've got 1. So I will now be a group of 4. I don't know why she's not shown here, but let's just have a chat to this one and make sure I haven't missed anything. Right, so I can either duel him, ask him again, or go. I'm going to go cheerio. I don't particularly think it's a good idea to kill any of these. So here we go now. Let's see what we can do. I think, if I have it, the rest area. I'm going to have a little look around here before I leave completely. Once I go back to the cave and give the password, I get through to another area where I can, I think, get a boat to cross the sea to go to another part of the map. So it says here, turn back. Why? I'm going to have to change everybody out of there. Or, what's this? Going to have to change everybody out of their swimming costumes. I don't know, where's that other one gone? I had 4. There was another girl. What? There she is, that one over there. Skill, her name is. I don't know why she's not showing. Who's this one? This is a sacred place.
Smile.
We saw this door before. Of course you have these jars or whatever, the constant. Okay. What's with the huge man inside? What, you've been inside? Oh, you've never been television. Perfect maintenance, right? It's never open, for at least not for us. Oh. Well, okay, let's see if the door will open. Let's see. Yes, it will. We're going in, folks. Ah. Well. In the manor. Sure, there's nothing hiding around any corners. It could be useful pickups. See if we can we progress? Or can we, oh, perhaps we can't progress. Out through there, anyway. Anywhere else? Okay. Looks like they've had a party of a sort. Well, I never. It's no good, is it? Hello, what's this? Ooh, turn it. Then what happens? Is the door open now?
Maybe
Something
there is
happened.
a puzzle to solve.
There's a puzzle to solve. I reckon so. Yeah. So I've just turned that thing. Perhaps that'll open the door. No? Well. So, excuse me, I'm gonna. Oh gosh, yo, took its time, didn't it? I'm gonna have a look in my book. Because now we have got a book to end all books. Gestral Village. See if it says about the manor. Come on, next page. The manor. Right. Head inside to reach the kitchen. So there are 3 objects you have to interact with. The bust, which I've done, 3 pans hanging on, and what looks like a candelabra at the end of the left side. Right, so we've done the bust, 3 pans, turn that round, and something that looks like a candelabra. Look at him, what's he climbing up there for? Sure. Oh, look at that, that looks like it's upside down. Something that looks like a candelabra. That's a lantern. We've done the bust, we've done the thing. That's a vase of flowers. Oh, hello, what's up there? Yeah, there we go. What happens? Is the door open now? No. What happens? Somewhere else. That wasn't there before. Is it a ladder? No, it wasn't. It's the side of the wall. Okay, let's have another look and see what it says. The 3 of the mead pans and the spinning candelabra. Activate all 3. We'll have a grating on the floor open. Ah, we didn't think to look on the floor, did we? Oh, is that it? No, that's a mat. Well, anyone see a grating on the floor? Sorry, go on. Maybe we have to do them again. Do you reckon? Again? No, that one won't go anymore. That one won't go anymore. That one won't go anymore. It might help if he climbed down from there. What are you doing standing up there, matey?
Maybe under the carpet.
Get him down. Maybe under the carpet? I'm getting no signal at all that it is. Let's see if it shows me a picture in this book. Mind you, the pictures aren't very good. Okay, a grating in the floor, along the floor, in amongst the crates beside the door you came in. Ah.
Should something
So it's
open on the
hidden.
floor?
Right. In amongst the crates in the door you came in. Oh look, it's here. How come we miss that? So I presume we jump down. Okay. And look at the food. Look at the size of that. That isn't it? look like? Look, he's got a birthday cake. He got a cake with a candle on his bed. Oh, whoa. Yeah, well, they've just sent me a message through, but I don't think it's genuine. Yeah, and it's not saying what time. It's just saying a driver will deliver you your parcel. Make sure if it's dark to leave a light on. And if you've got any pets, keep them secure. That's not the sort of thing that Amazon would send if they're delivering you anything. Well, okay, so let's just see. Have a good look around here and make sure. Where was the... So that is where we can go back. That's like a shortcut. We've now got a way of... Yes, yeah, do it, see. Come on, I saw a way to go. Where is it? I've lost it. Lost it. Oh. Hello? Sorry?
Thegamergranni Expedition 33 slightly smiling face.
Oh, Amazon. Oh, yeah. Are you delivering? Yeah, that's right. Where are you? Are you anywhere near us? Okay, will you just bear with me 1 second? I'll come down and open the door because the boss from the shop has just had a break. But I'll come down in a second. Thank you. Oh, okay, sorry about that, people. Whoa. Now. Yeah, but I should have, yeah, but I know short about, yeah. Yeah, Dream Master, hello. Hello, welcome. We're on a bit later today, aren't we? Because I had a right old fuss and do to try and get this all up and running. We put it down to the hot weather. Oh, then I had to go rushing down the stairs to collect a parcel from the delivery man. Right, so where are we doing? What are we doing here? We are I swear to God I saw somewhere else I could go. Where's it gone?
Catch your breath.
It's up the stairs, is the... Oh, there you go. There's something to pick up here. What we got?
Well, that will help.
Shape of energy. Okay. Looking good.
Who was that on the phone?
So, it's no good. I've got to consult my book again. Right. So it's dropped down the opening to find a dead gestral with a piece of cake on its belly. Continue through the hole in the wall to find a set of stairs. Break the crates in the corner for the shape of enemy. I just got that. Opposite the stairs, there's a small hole hidden by some crate. Squeak through, and you will find a male haircut rebellious. Right, so opposite where the crates are. So there it is. I had a feeling there had to be something else. Can't open boxes, can we? So where's this other bit of... Oh, there it is. That's a new hairstyle for her. Got the stairs. We are in another room. Do you think this is all there is? Can't go through there. Okay. No, we are going to have to. Small hole, get the haircut for them. The stairs lead to a locked room, a few bits and pieces, a framed portrait. Return through the crawl space and up the stairs, open the door to return to the kitchen. Through the door where we started from. Find yourself back at the manor. Use the main door to walk back to the gestral village. Okay, I think we might have to do a little bit more exploration in the village. But for now, this is what I said, this one won't open, will it? No. So, out we go, that's about it. Nothing very exciting in there, was it? So, well, and got this, it should be all, should have a plug in that on it, everything. I've got to open the bloody box. We have got, well, that's a bit different to mine, I think. You're going to have to bear with me a minute because I'm just going to do this, make sure it works. Oh, I see, it's a little bit, yes, it is a little bit different, but it's all in order. You should slide in there easily. It should go in there easily, shouldn't it? And that's the way, that's the right way up, I think, yes. Hey, there you go. Sorry, people, I've just got to try this. It works the same as mine, it's fine. Oh, it's stronger than mine. Oh, yes. Incredible what a newer one will do, isn't it? That is brilliant. Super. It works. There you go. They're good, those little fans. See, my husband had one in the shop just on the corner there, and it was really, really effective because it's got the time, it's got a clock on it, and it's also got the temperature. And then it went wrong yesterday, and he was lost without it. So, I do apologise for the interruptions. It's just sort of been one of those days, I think, today. Who was that on the phone, Dream Master? That was the... Do you know what? I had to ask him 3 times because I couldn't understand him. I thought he said, I'm from Emmerdale. And I'm thinking, what? And he was saying, I'm from Amazon. Now, I'd had a message only a few seconds before that on my phone, and I thought it was a hoax. I thought it was a scam, so I didn't take any notice of it. And I said to my husband, this package is going to come sometime today. You see, so he waits right until now to come up. Because it was so desperate that he had to come up and get a cup of tea. He could make a cup of tea downstairs. But yes, it's a, I'll show you mine. Here you are, they're like that. Got a clock on, and it got the temperature on the bottom.
Hello,
and
love.
that one of his that I've bought for him is a little bit brighter than mine, but mine's a little bit older. Yeah, they're good, they are. I know I said the other day as well, I bought that one and the other one he had that broke down. I bought that in the town. But they haven't got them anymore. And it's not surprising that you have to go online to do your shopping.
Hello,
I went straight on the line last night, found that one, put it in, and delivered today, no problem. Sorry,
Hi.
we're doing Sally, hello. Hello, Sally. And Matthew, hello. I'm sorry, this is more chat than game at the moment, but we will get on to it. I feel like I've had a right messed up day today. That's why we're on here a bit later. So I might only be able to do about an hour. But I've got my book, right? Because...
No stress, love to chat.
Certainly don't say love to chat. Oh. If there is ever a subject that you would like to chat about, I shouldn't give you free rein for that, should I? Because somebody might come up with anything.
Won't suffer from the heat anymore.
No, I've got. See, my little one's okay, but that one will go down in the shop for my husband. I mean, it's only a tiny one for the shop, but it is. He just sticks it on the corner, and it's surprising, you know. That I've just tried out. It feels much stronger than mine, but mine is a few years old, I think. I'm just checking out, my dears, what I've got to do now once I come out of this manor house. I've got to go back to the chief, look in the shrubs behind the large statue on the right for a pickup, head for the arena, speak with him soul, approach them to start an area chat. I've done all that because I've got the password. Yeah, all this I'm reading now I've already done. I did the arena first. They sent me there first. And I can't remember what the darn password was. But I'm hoping it'll come up when I go there. Right. So, let me bookmark her back. Okay, now we're going to go out of here. Or hang about, upgrade attributes. Let's see if there's any to do. Not with him. I think maybe the new person. CL, I think. Is it, what have you called her? This is her, isn't it? Just having a look. Yeah, level 15. God, she's got 45. Oh, we can go to town on this, can't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have luck. 1, 2, 3. We don't bother with luck much, but it might be good. So we can do 2, 4, 6, 8. 3, 6, 9, 12. We do 4 4s is 16. 5 4s is 20. 6 4s is 20. We can do this again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, and the odd 2 I'm going to put on luck. She'll be the one with the most luck on her. Okay. Now what about skills?
What's one advice you would like more people to know?
What's one advice you would like more people to know? It depends. Advice about what, my dear? If it's advice about games and gaming and stuff, if you get annoyed about life, have a happier life as you can. Don't let anything get on top of you. Don't let anything, I know it can so easily, but I'm hoping and I think I have got a very positive attitude towards anything. Whereas some things might get my husband going off on one, as they say. Like, for example, he'd go down the road. He'll come out of the because if I can explain a little, but we've got a shop and we live over the shop. We're in the flat up here. I'm up in the flat. We've got the shop downstairs, right? If he comes out of the shop and there's people stood, because there's like a little in way there, so people can stand, and it comes off the pavement a little bit. If there's people, especially if it's the ones that are from the shop next door, if they're stood there smoking, he goes mental. And I agree with him to a certain extent, because you go back in the shop and it stinks of smoke. And he'll come, oh, they're out there smoking, and and I say to him, just leave them alone. Oh, but the smoke in the shop. Yes, but open the door and it will go away. But, because I can't be doing with stuff like that. And I'm also not bothered about what people do, unless it's not something very nasty. But I'm not interested in what other people do. It's their business. I just like to keep, I don't know. Just like to keep happy. Yeah. I can't understand.
I agree
with everything.
with you, so be positive, you mean.
Absolutely. You've got to be positive, Sally. You must be positive. Otherwise, you will give yourself a headache. And I know because, we've sort of got it in the family. Anxiety and depression is a really, really bad thing to do. And myself not ever having got in that position, I cannot say that I can understand how people are like it in some respects. And I think the way I was brought up, a lot of the stuff
agree.
around today isn't around now, right? You don't get the help that you get now for anything. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling like, the world's against you, there's usually somewhere you can go
Good morning,
and talk.
Gran and everyone.
But
Lost my grandma last week. Finally back to reality.
Oh, White Wolf. I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry about that. That is, this is it, because you lose
Hello, White Wolf, slightly
people
smiling
of that
face.
generation from your family, and it's like part of the history of your family is now way behind. It's very, very sad,
Yeah, I'll
It's like,
remember this
yeah.
after it's done raining and storming.
The sun will come.
shine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. Meant a lot to me.
Sally, yeah. Now, what I was just going to finish up with, Sally, was maybe I'm like I am, because in the generation I was brought up, if anything went wrong, you were told, just get on with it, and you had to sort it out for yourself, or else, what is the expression? It's only an expression, but die trying, and when I think back to some things that happened to me when I was a youngster, when I was a teenager, I should have got help for. I mean, I had a good family life. I had a fairly good family life. I was an only child, but as it happens through life, as I say, people say, oh, these teenagers, they do this, they do that, but that is them learning life. And if teenagers didn't do some of the things they do, it's their way of learning what life is all about. But maybe I'm like I am, as I say, because if I got into anything, I really, really had to deal with it myself. My mother was very Victorian, brought up in the Victorian times.
Made me better later on.
It's a learning curve, White Wolf, don't you think? It's a learning curve. I mean, when I think back of things that I went through when I was a teenager, a lot of it was because I was very naive. As I say, being an only child, being brought up with a grandmother that was very Victorian, and you didn't go off the straight path anyway at all. And again, like all youngsters, you will probably go and find somebody who is totally unsuitable for your family, and you might fall for that person like you've never fallen for anybody before, and then that person will be the be-all and end-all of your life for that particular period of time. And I don't think there are many teenagers that sort of haven't gone through something like that in their teenage years. Somebody will see you out with somebody and go back to your parents and say, oh, guess who I saw them with? And then you'll go home and your parents go, I don't want you going.
Love hearing your
Do you
thoughts.
really, Rosie? This is only my experience. This is only how I think. And it's surprising as you get to my age and you can look back on things, and although stuff is very different nowadays,
my parents were rebellious. Let me be rebellious.
Society itself.
I married a religious country
girl.
girl.
Let me be rebellious. I married a religious country girl. Aha. But you believe it or not, like I was saying, I realise now how naive I was, because I was an only child. We lived way out in the country with hardly any neighbours at all. All I learnt was learning from school. We didn't have television. We didn't even have electric light. And not until I was 15 years old, when my mother got ill, And through the doctor, we managed to get a house up on the estate, like a council house. Then I was branded as a council house kid. And in those days, to live on a council estate was great. It was for me, because then I found there were people that I went to school with, they also lived up there. And then I began to get friends, because up until then, I possibly was very much on my own. And but what I was going to say was the fact that my mother, she did no harm, really, in a way. It was just how she was brought up. But the fact my mother was as Victorian as she was, and my father was the best father you could ever have in the world. He was absolutely a lovely father. He never said a cross word to me. He never put his hand up to me or anything. And he used to talk about me like I was the be all and end all of any child that was on this earth, if he spoke about me to people. But it wasn't until, when I think about it now, this is amazing. It wasn't until I was 21 years old did I leave home. And even then, I was frightened to death to look to my mother and say, I'm leaving home. I want to go and live somewhere else. I waited until she went out on the Saturday. I wrote her a note and just said, I'm leaving. And at that particular time, I had a boyfriend. This is what I was like. I will tell you this because I don't know if my daughter's listening here. I picked this boyfriend up. He worked on the fair, and the fair came into the town, and he worked on the dodgem cars. And I hooked up with him, and him and me, we went up to London together. But perhaps that might give you an insight into
That's really
how it
brave,
was
Dee.
with my mother. When I think about it now, 21 years old, and I was frightened to death to face my mother and say, I want to leave home, or I'm going to leave home. I just had to do it behind her back. And probably that wasn't a very nice thing to do. But there you are. It happened. I did. I can remember. I packed my suitcase on me and this chap. We went down to the nearest train station, got on the train, ticket up to London. We went up to London, got off the train, and I had my father came from London. He was a Londoner, and he had two sisters, my aunts. They lived up there. So I didn't go to them straight away, but I went to the area where they lived. Well, me and this chappie, and we sort of more or less walked down the street a little way. No idea what to do. Went into a phone box, looked at all the things that were posted up. You know, people would put notices up, postcards with things on in the phone booth. And I saw one there, room for rent. So we took the number, phoned up. This lady answered. She said, the address is so and so. She gave us the address. If you come, she said, I will be there waiting for you. And we went to this place. It wasn't far away. This lady was there. She had bed sheets and everything. She said, here's your bedding, and anything else you need, let me know. It was brilliant. We went up to this place. We had this room. We dumped all our stuff. We went back, got back onto the train, went up to the West End, up to Piccadilly Circus, got off the tube at Piccadilly Circus, went just down the road a little way, where there was I don't think they exist now, but there was Lyons tea shops. They were very prolific around at the time, Joe Lyons restaurants and tea shops. Notice in the window, staff wanted. Walked in there, got a job just like that. When can you start? Tomorrow morning. Go back, get in bed, go to sleep, get up next morning, got a job. And I stayed there, I think 12 months or more. But it didn't last very long with me and this chappie. But that's where I met my husband. I met him up in London. I don't know if you want to go. Do I go into the story about how I met him? Because he will.
Creating memories, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, sometimes I think I could write a book, But I was sort of really let loose when I was up in London, mind. And I would just say this, and then we'll carry on gaming. I was coming home on the tube. One night. It was late, really late, nearly early hours of the morning. I don't know. Oh, I think I'd been, because there was, I got into a little group that we all worked together in the tea shop, and we used to go up to Soho, because that was only up from Piccadilly, up across the way a little way. And there was a particular nightclub we used to go to just to go dancing, because I used to love dancing. And then it was all sort of, all the rock and roll stuff and that, wasn't it? And I was coming home one night, got on the tube, and this chap came and sat next to me. So he goes, there's a party at my house, do you want to come? Bearing in mind, I didn't know this one. He was about my age, he was about 20-ish. Do you want to come? Me, straight away, yeah, why not? Like I tell you, I was going wild then, that time. And believe it or not, by then I'd moved and I had my own little bed sit. And believe it or not, he lived just a few steps up the road in a house, just up the road from me. So I went up. Of course, there was no party. What was I thinking? But I mean, he was there with a lot of other. There was about 4 or 5 of these people all living in the same. And there was a couple of other girls up there, but it was not really a party. And then all of a sudden, my husband came in the room, and then I ended up with him. And that was 60 years ago. Wow, where's the time gone? Gee, incredible. Yeah. There you go. Sorry if I'm talking too much.
Beautiful.
God, we used to have a great time, me and my husband. He had a scooter, a Lambretta. God, we used to go everywhere. We used to go to Brighton a lot.
It's fine.
Is it really? Yeah, we used to go to Brighton a lot. Because that was sort of the seaside place from, from
Thanks
London.
For sharing.
Oh, Rissy. And then we eventually came down here, and it happened that my mum and dad, the place they were living was being demolished, and they were going to be given a brand new house. And my mother got in touch with me. Do you think so?
Don't worry, Granny. It was nice listening to you. From what I can understand,
Mario.
Of course, grinning face with sweat.
So my mother got in touch with me, and she said, if we want, she said, we can get a 3-bedroomed house if you two want to come down and, live in with us. Well, I was very much against it. I was really, it really upset me, because my husband was full of it. Absolutely full of it. Yes, yeah, that's a good idea. We could go down there. It's not as headachy as London can be. We can go down there. It's more of the country, and it's, and there's some good places you can get to from. Oh man. Anyway, I begged and pleaded. I said to him, I don't want to go. I said, why do you think I'm up here? Why do you think I came up here? I came up here to get away. As good as my parents were with me, although my mother was a little bit we didn't always get on 100%. I said to him, I want to get away from that. But of course he won in the end. We went down. But then he found he had to stay up in London to work. So then he suddenly decided that the trip backwards and forwards to London, we were having to keep a place up there for him to stay. And then he was travelling, and he suddenly found out it was getting too much. So we came back to London. Then we stayed there for a while, and that's when I had my daughter. And I don't know why, but we went back to my mum's again. I don't know why. I can't remember now why. But we did. Mind you, I think my mum, she wasn't too good then. Her health wasn't that good. And we really never moved from where I was originally, just up the road, less than 20 miles away. So I haven't moved very far in the last, 50 years or so. We settled here, and that is it. And here we stayed. And, golly gosh, let's do some gaming. No, that's wrong. I think I've done everything here, haven't I? Well, she got 3. I can do 3 here. 2. Let's do her defense.
Beautiful story, thank you.
Was it a good story? There are some things I can't say, really. That's
I think
the
you brought up
outline
an
of it, though.
important point earlier. People nowadays don't realize that back in the days you had to rely much more on your P. Oh yeah.
Do you know, this is being said, I've picked up a couple of conversations where things have been said, and it absolutely breaks my heart when I hear about what is happening on the streets in the towns nowadays, where youngsters are being stabbed with knives, attacked by other youngsters. And I so feel for both sides. And I think those youngsters that are doing these sorts of crimes, do they really know what they're doing? There is something here in society that I perhaps don't understand anymore. I don't know. But it's unfortunately the way of the world nowadays. I cannot understand why people cannot get on with each other. I don't understand, just because somebody is different to you,
if humanity
that
continues
you
to behave in this way,
have
I see it
to
as bad.
be against them. We're all human beings, and I think there's something somewhere that is said, your blood is the same colour as theirs. Whatever country, nationality, or way of life that they come from, they are still a human being like you. And I can't, it does make me very, very sad. It makes me also think, why do people want what other people haven't got? Like with wars that are going on now, that's only because one side wants what the other side has got. Why can't they leave them alone?
It's gonna be okay in the end, I think.
Do you think? It seems like something has got to happen, I think.
Granny,
it really
unfortunately
has.
there is a thing called divide et impera.
Divide et impera. Yeah, Mario. So, are we never ever going to be able to live in peace together? Never. I think of when I was at school. You'd have a falling out with somebody at school. And you might sort of have a bit of a pushing and arguing and a little bit of a scuffle between yourselves because, you just don't like each other. but you'd go home and you'd come back the next day and it would have been forgotten.
Relative peace,
That
maybe, but there's always
instigators
everyone
putting
against
up.
each other.
Of course there is, White Wolf. Of course there is. Yes. Of course there's some. This is what I say. There is a faction. There's a sect.
Create rifts between people
of
who
people
begin to hate each other.
Who are, what do you say, divisive? They want to go against the run of things. They want to stir up. They want to possibly get over. See, what I can't get on it with is if one lot wants to fight the other lot, one lot says the other lot's bad, the other lot says you're calling me names. Okay, so the one lot that starts the argument and saying, I don't like what you're saying, they want to demolish that side of it, and then what happens? They're going to stand up there and they're going to end up being exactly the same as the ones that they were fighting in the first place. So what good is that? Doesn't get anybody anywhere. It goes round in circles all the time. Okay. I am going to try to do some of this. Otherwise this stream will have been took up mostly with a load of chat. And
that's how
it
works over here in the States.
Over here in the States. Do you know what, Wolf? I heard something that I find quite upsetting on our news last night. And they were saying it was in Ohio.
There was solidarity between people.
There are a set of them
and mutual hatred
that are ganging up. I don't know what other word to use. Ganging up, and they're arming themselves with guns and stuff, and they're going to sort of make themselves out to be like a little mini army. And goodness knows what they're going to do. Goodness knows what they've got in mind. They're all really, I could understand from it was they've got in mind that something is happening at somewhere that they don't like, so they're going to try and get in there and basically start a mini war. I wonder, it'll be interesting to see if anything else comes through. But it was all on our news last night. Thinking, oh, what? Terrible. Right, what have I got here? Oh, hang on, what have we got over here? I've got to sort this out a minute. Rush, increasing their speed. No. Unlock. Spectral sweep. That looks good. We have to put all of this onto this little lady here. Okay, and 4 goes with bad omen. We got a 3, we got a 2 here. Hang on, what's the one over here? What was that? Deals medium single. And again, over here. See, it deals medium single target dark damage. Okay, I'm going to have to see how that one goes. Any more learned skills then? Is there anybody else? He's got 4. He needs at least 10. It's no good. She's got 3. Only got 3 points. That's not enough.
When I go through events, I do a little retail therapy. Took some games to the store. Got Star Wars Outlaws.
Got Star Wars Outlaws, did you? Retail therapy. Oh, do you know? Let me just check. Make sure we are... No, we can't do any more here. I was saying the other day that I went through on the PlayStation Store the other day. Do you know what? It felt like there was about 101 games that I could have bought. And then I'm thinking, don't start, because once you start, you can't stop. And I get these moments when I'm feeling a little bit Scrooge-like and I won't spend anything. But it does feel really good sometimes if you go out and you buy a few things and you spend a bit of money. There's just feeling about it, isn't there? So I quite like that. But then I'll go back and I'll get all Scrooge-like and I won't do anything for weeks and weeks. But like I say, not that there's anything to go out into our town and buy anything for, because it's all nothing in the shops. Hardly. There's no shops that are of any interest at all. Phone shops, coffee shops, charity shops. What else? Barber shops. When my husband came here, when we come into this town, there was about 2 barber shops in this town. Now over the course of the years, there's 2 in our road, 1 round the corner and 1 just a few yards across from the corner. So in a very small area, you can say without doubt there's 4 barber shops plus us. Terrible. And the problem is, with the COVID thing as well, it takes you a long time to build up again. Oh. Well, where are we going now? Aha. Honestly, Mario, yes, I'm just backtracking. Just backtracking on your chat. Yes, because on my Facebook, they're showing quite a few pictures pop up. Really old black and white photographs of things in the 1950s. Well, that was when I grew up. And the kids out on the street, you know, especially up north, where there was not so much open space like there was where I grew up. You had rows and rows of terraced houses. And, of course, for sure, every house had at least one youngster and probably many more. And they would all go out in the street and play together. And some of these black and white photographs, you see these kids off the street, and they are filthy, dirty, their knees are mucky, their faces are mucky, and their clothes, and nobody cared. Nowadays, you get a bit of dirt or anything on you, and oh my God, you're going to get some dreadful disease if you don't, keep clean. Come on. Another little saying my mum used to have, you've got to eat a pack of dirt before you die. Honestly, some of the stuff that we didn't have then, it didn't hurt us not to have it. And myself, growing up to start with no electricity, no. I used to go to bed with a candle. And thinking about it now, I'm not sure that we even had hot water. We didn't have a bathroom. We had a toilet that used to have to go out the back door and down and in another little place because the toilet wasn't even attached to where we lived. We used to get dreadful weather in the snowy times. We used to get snow drifts 6 foot up. I can remember going out of my front door after we'd had a snowfall
and some battle scars from playing.
Came down the front steps from the front door, went to put my foot down to find the pavement, and the snow was up to my knee. And that was just an overnight snowfall, because we used to have dreadful snowfalls. We used to love it as kids. Walk to school. I had 1.5 miles or more to walk to school. And then in those days, that was up through 6 foot of snow practically. I used to get to school. I used to wear a pair of trousers and a pair of welly boots, but up to my knees where I'd been walking through the snow was solid ice. And we used to go into school and stand by the great big iron fireplace thing we had. And we'd all stand round. There was a guard round it, and we used to all stand round and thaw out. And then we'd be sat there dripping wet. But we didn't care. But Oscar's okay. I mean, even now in the playground, do you know, when I think about what playgrounds were where we were, God, there could have been so many accidents, but there wasn't. Now, I think these playgrounds, if you've not got to have special stuff on the flooring of it, and all sorts of safety devices, and that makes people cautious. And I think when you're cautious, that's when you can get hurt, because you think too much about it instead of just going. Yeah, honestly. But like I say, you know, what you didn't have, you didn't miss. And what I didn't have when I was growing up, maybe that's why I'm playing games now. I'm going back to my childhood. Yeah, White Wolf, you know, let your little ones, let him go a bit. Let him run around. Let him fall down in the dirt and scuff his shoes and put a hole in his pants. Scuff his knee. Come home, Mum, I've done my knee. God, wipe it off with a bit of antiseptic and stick a plaster on it. I tell you what, he'll be much fitter for it, I reckon. Right, I've got to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Unless, can I fast travel? Let's see.
There is no age limit to play video games.
There is no. Do you know, it's
skin
surprising the... Oh, I can't get out like that. It's surprising. I think there are quite a few older ones. I think maybe, you know, do this. Oh, I can get out. I didn't think I could. I mean, I've been playing this for years and years. You know, my grandson, well, I expect a lot of you probably knew Carl. He kept saying to me, "You want to stream it, Grandmum?" And I say to him, "Whoever would want to watch this, me doing this? I'm no good at it." It surprised me how you all come along. Great. Yeah.
I know people that will watch sports and TV and movies all day, or perhaps drinking their alcohol, but they say my gaming is bad.
That is a very, very toxic subject with me, White Wolf. I mean, you know, the thing is,
this is my hobby mostly. All my sports
anything goes wrong,
and TV bores me.
And do you know what? Some of the sports stuff, especially stuff like rugby and that, they are dangerous games to play. Boxing. Look at Muhammad Ali. He's gone. I don't know. Is he still alive? I mean, he's done his head in, hasn't he? From all the times he got smacked in the face and through boxing. Can you tell me that is a good thing to do? Okay, so you can earn some money with it, but what is the good of earning money if you can't enjoy afterwards? In rugby, I think rugby is an awfully dangerous sport. Even horse racing. I mean, the amount of jockeys that have, you know, fallen off of their horses or been tossed off by their horses and ended up crippled, paralysed, dead horse. And people, funnily enough, again, something I heard the other day, somebody was saying about the video games.
Like playing, and it makes you feel good, keep doing it.
Feel good, keep doing it. The thing is, right from the very first time I heard somebody saying, "Oh, a couple of kids have gone out, and one has stabbed the other with a knife because of something or other," it's all because of these games. No way. I know for sure how I was, what sort of attitudes I got on me when I was a teenager, and I never had a game. They weren't even thought of then when I was a teenager. And I expect a lot of the thoughts and the attitudes that came as I was growing up are no different to what some of the kiddies are who've got into fights, and it's not through games. And absolutely not through games. Oh. Okay, I've got to find out a minute where I've got to go. Let's have a read of my book again. Yeah, Esquires Nest. After leaving Gestral village, you will be treated to a title card entitled back at camp, after which we will be back at camp. So I've got to find... Head back to the stage, speak with here, gestral merchant here. Okay, I've got to talk to the merchant to get an outfit of some speciality for this new companion we've got in our group. So that I'm not quite sure which one that will be. Let's have a look. There's a merchant. What you got for sale? Take a look at my wares. Let's have a look.
White Wolf, if I'm not mistaken, you once said that you have a partner who shares this passion of yours with you. It couldn't be nicer.
Oh, it's nice to have somebody, I think, that likes you know what you're doing, likes to do as well. Yeah. Right, so what do I get here? Okay, so this is one thing with this game. Nowhere can I see that I have got an item inventory to show me what I have, unless I'm missing it somewhere. It's only telling me here what I presume when it says owned is what I own. So, I think the best out of this lot is the polished chroma catalyst, because I think that's what helps your... But I can't see anywhere here how much money I've got to be able to buy stuff. So let's have a look. Buy. I'm going to buy those. Colour Luminaire can be sort of an additional to a character. Critical moment. What's this critical moment? Owned at level 5. Okay. I don't go with this recoat stuff. That's if you want to change your stats about, which I don't normally do. Chroma catalyst. We might as well buy the lot if we can. If we can afford it. Fight the merchant to unlock. Do I really need to fight the merchant? Go on then. Fight the merchant. Let's give her a go. This is a newbie. Come on, newbie. Skill? Let's see what skill she got. Focus, medium physical damage, high dark damage. Let's go high dark damage. So it's interesting. That's good.
Not today. Lady like a smile today.
Wacky. Whoa. Go back to skills of this more.
Lady like a smile today.
get him in a couple of hours. Another one available. Okay, let's do this one. I got destroyed. Right, stuff you might want. Let's have a look. Trade. Right. Demon Nam. That is a... Oh, go on then. New weapon. And is it a new weapon? Who's it for? Let's have a look. It's for him. 163 274. Oh. This looks a good one. I have been using the Cruileram 251. A B and a C plus 10 and a plus 1. 274 plus this one. What about that one? And this one has got 169 as opposed to 112. It's a level 10 if it's not as locked. Look at that. Whoa. Love it. Don't you love it? Don't you just love it? Right. She's the force. So come on. You see, you want your stuff. It's 84. Start the battle with non-faster list. You've got to be level 20 for that. Whoa, and I'm only level 3. 127 as opposed to 84. No. We keep with that one, and I think okay, so who else should I chat to? If I do that right. Okay. Right here. That's the one I've just been to, yeah? Hello, what's this over here? Oh, I do like your hairstyle. Ha ha! Look at you, old Pinky. You're on your way to sack of potatoes, isn't it? Oh, you sound way too eager about getting beat up. Yeah. Look at this little one. Yo, hello, little one. Yeah. Go for it. Show 'em who's boss. Hello. Wait a minute, though. That's 3 against 1.
Brushes.
Look at them all. No. They are practically, yeah. It's incredible, isn't it? Some of these things, these creators of these games think up. Incredible. What about anything here? Can I do anything here? Oh, it's saying I'm supposed to talk to somebody to... What's this one over here? Sat in this cave place. Maybe. What you got, matey? I like looking at ground all day. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Don't go on the boat. No. Oh dear. Do we go now? on, this one. Oh, guess I'll die soon. Why? No.
I just don't understand why they have their faces covered.
Well, no, this is weird, isn't it? Yes. There's... Can't wait to become a tree. It looks like you came from a tree. You're all wood. Whoa. I guess those were really dead gestals come back there. Okay. If I'm lucky, I'll become a weapon. Oh, God. What a thing to look forward to. So I'm not sure if I'm going back right or not. Well, don't you just love the swimming gear? Whoa.
This game reminds me a bit of how Zelda used to be with the mysterious characters.
Got to talk to him.
Nintendo 64 era.
Nintendo, yeah. Yes. Can I get round? Oh, I get round. Oh, I can't. Oh. I'll get in there. What? Can I get up the top and jump down? There's a ladder there. Well, not a ladder, a walkway. Do you know, I was talking about the old games, White Wolf, honestly. So, they were a bit basic when you compare them with some of the stuff now. Very cartoony. But they were great. 2D platformers. Used to love them. The only thing with the Mario ones, when the first Marios come out, you know, you just went along, didn't you? And if you missed something, you couldn't go back. Well, at least it didn't take them long to bring in the thing where you could retrace your steps and go back across. And yeah,
How old is the
but
Zelda
there was,
series?
wasn't it? They were. How old are the Zelda series? Did they come out in about the 80s? I'm trying to think how old I was when I was playing. Where's my phone? Find out.
Wow.
I'm going to find out. Yeah. What year did the first Zelda
Older than
came?
me rolling on the floor laughing. I only wished we had those saved game states, like we do now on Switch Online.
(1986), 1989, 92, 93, 94. Then it goes into the 2000s.
White Wolf grinning face with smiling eyes.
Look at that. God, look at the great big load. And there's the creators. I tell you what. So the Legend of Zelda, the first was 1986. Yeah. And then the Echoes of Wisdom, the latest one, 2024. So that's, give or take a year or two, for 40 years. (38 years to be precise). I wasn't I wasn't much taken up with the latest Zeldas. To me, they weren't, especially the last one. They weren't Zelda. They weren't what I call my Zeldas.
Wow.
And I know people were saying, oh, fantastic, when they were playing them on the Switch. And yeah, for some who hadn't played any of the previous Zelda games, they probably are fantastic. But you see, I might have said that if I hadn't played the originals. And I know, like I say, the basic, but really good fun to play. Brilliant fun to play. Hello, what are these two? What's it? Yes, to turn back. This place is not for the faint of heart. Brush mode. Okay, we'll leave them. What about this? Colourful. Looks like somebody's chucked a pot of paint over him. Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to go. I can't see. It says I would talk unless if I come through the gate, I get something. No. Oh, hang on. There's one here. What you doing, fella? Test your might. Rules are simple. Punch one hit. If you don't, you win a prize. Once you hit me, the battle's over, so make it count. Alright, hit me.
White Wolf, there must be a way to recover these old Zelda games.
Yes. On the Switch. Hang on, I'm just going to work out here what to do. What can I do? On the Switch, there's a lot of retro games on the Switch, and I think also on the Wii. Because I've got... yeah, that's it. Because I've got... I'm presuming you've got to pay the Switch subscription, which is not expensive. And then on my Switch, I've got access to Game Boy stuff, SNES, Dreamcast, 64. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. But I've got a whole whack. And I've also got, up in the box up on the shelf here, I've got a mini SNES console, little tiny one, about that big. And it's preloaded with a load of the retro games in it. I've got the SNES, and I've got the NES, the one that came before the SNES. Two little tiny consoles. They're all preloaded with all the retro, a lot of the retro games. Yeah. Okay. Look at him. Did I talk to him over there? Look at him with his hairdo. And what about this one? I've spoken to him. Make way for the next gestral hero. You're a twig on my path. Get out of my... Oh, God. Okay. Oh, he's the one that signs you into the arena, isn't he? Okay. We're going to leave here. I really think I should change my uniform. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Because we can't go out any further. Ooh. I came out because if I remember rightly, I thought I came out more or less opposite. This has got to be the way out. Hopefully. And I was going to see if I could find a way into that little cave place. Oh. Wow. Hello, what's that through there? Maybe I have to go through there. Choices, choices. What? Choices. What's this? I don't feel like healing people today. Oh. Okay. Guess they'll all die then. No big deal. Not on their bronze. Yo. No. I was born with this terrible sickness that makes my bones grow every day. Well, everybody's bones grow every day. Maybe. Pushing the boundaries. Oh, God. Sounds a bit painful. I was not born to suffer like this. Okay. I don't want to suffer the way I do.
Now I have to leave you. Have a good day, everyone.
Oh, Mario. Yeah, I'm going to have to go.
Face,
the clock is striking 5 o'clock. So that probably means my husband is going to put in an appearance. So, yes, Mario, I will not be here tomorrow. Gym day tomorrow. It soon comes around. Got to go and do me exercises. So hopefully I will be back on Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe where the last week has gone. You take care anyway, Mario. Thank you for coming. I said, oh, come on. What's all this rubbish she's talking? Yo.
Ciao tutti a presto.
Ciao tutti.
Hand pink waving.
Pink waving. I tell you what, your pink hands are pinker than mine. Oh, yo. Right. Here's getting on my nerves. No, where did we go? We did have a little peek up through here, didn't we? See what's here first. I still feel there's some things. Oh, let's have a look up around here. Is there a cave there? Ah, we can get up the top though. Let's climb the roof. Look at this. And can I go up there? No, I can't. Well, what's the point of getting up here then? Oh, oh, hush my mouth. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I could jump down into. No, I couldn't. What? Yeah, no, there's a thing there. So, hang about this. Yeah, I'm going to say it's got to be a sit over. Sitting there. What's all that lot up there waving? See if we can find out. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's two biggies fighting. Oh, me joints are playing up. Yes. Oh, that's where I was wondering. That's what they're biggies, aren't they? Whoa. Now, if I go in over there, she's the one that's good at jumping. There we go. I'm not coming down. Okay. Stay there then. So, is that all we've done? Is jumped over there just to tell for that thing to say I'm not coming down. Just have a look. Is there anywhere else I can jump to? Everywhere else is too far away, and that thing over there I think is too far away. Oh, well. Okay. One thing with that, you don't get hurt if you fall off anywhere. If there's somewhere that you can't fall off, you don't fall off. But what's he doing up there, that biggie? Ever's gone in. Oh, golly gosh, I'm not fighting anything there. What's through here? There's another bit on. I want to trade your stuff for my stuff. Your stuff is worthless. You're worthless. Want to fight? Just stay here and look at your stuff. Oh, okay. So they're one against the other. Oh, what was in there? No, not interesting. A load of useless chat. What about this one? Back off my junk. Oh, God. Yes, got it. Backing off right now. Okay. These ones are not terribly friendly, are they? So, when you've got a big open space like this, it usually means something is going to happen. It's back to the arena there. Is that the way out?
Looking forward
oh no, that's
to
the
Elden
chief's
Ring.
house. Looking forward to the night rain, White Wolf, yeah. I'm feeling a bit mean because I've sort of neglected Elden Ring, but this is what happens with these games, isn't it? Instead of, you know, doing what you were doing to start off with, you end up travelling along to somewhere else, playing something else. Me, I'm a nice brush. Doesn't mean I don't go for a nice little pod. Okay. It's going to be like this with... They're all up for a fight, aren't they? So, what about you? I'm going to beat you up. Oh, yikes. Right, so I am here, and I've got an idea my husband will be up in a minute.
They sound like Star Wars aliens.
Star Wars aliens, yeah. I am going to have to stop. But I'm glad I managed to get on here, because this morning was a nightmare. Nothing would happen. And like I say, tomorrow I shan't be here, so it will be Friday. It'll be a shame, but there we go. At least I feel like we're progressing a little bit, even though we've been doing more talking than gaming. But oh, I've got all this. Oh, okay. So, here we go.
Yeah, this has been a fun series to watch. They're adding 2 starter classes to Elden Ring.
When the Switch version comes out, yeah. Do you know, I don't do the Switch much, but I think I'm going to have to get the new one when it comes out. Because then I'll be looking at all the stuff that's coming out with it, all the games and things. And I've already seen 1 or 2 of them there that I would really very much like to give a go to again. I think they're doing a the main one for me is Metroid, because I absolutely loved Metroid. Though I couldn't do the later ones that came out. Was it Metroid Prime and Metroid Echoes? They were nightmare games, those. But I like the original, the SNES one.
My mom got one pre-ordered. I'm waiting for my wife to try it so I can slap it on the credit card afterward.
To try it so I can slap it on the credit card afterwards, yeah. Yes. Yes, I think... see, I've been tossing up whether to put my... to put my PS5 in for sale and get the smaller version, the slim one. But again, you see, grandson Carl says, why bother? What's the matter with what we got? The only thing I think of is I know these consoles are so good once they're
Mario Kart, and I
built.
will stubbornly try Breath of the Wild again since it will run better.
Yes, White Wolf. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I will probably go and try the Breath of the Wild in the Zelda ones as well. I mean, like I say, I've got my eye on stuff that I'm going to have to get the new Switch. I'm going to have to. But no, going back to my PS5, I mean, it's working like mad and it's on all the time. And I keep thinking, what am I going to do if it sort of breaks down on me? But then they're pretty good, these consoles. They don't really break down, do they? I think the only one that used to do that was the Xbox. So I've not had an Xbox breakdown on me, but I think my grandson did. That's going back a few years now, I think, isn't it? But apart from that, at least we got something to look forward to. Hey, the Switch is pretty good, actually. I like the way that you can, bring it up to a big screen. I'm not so much for the handhelds now so much. I like the big screen ones.
I'd just keep it if I were you. I got the Slim because I wanted the disk drive, and my friend wanted the digital one, so I sold him mine.
Again, I got the little digital white Xbox one that came out, only because I couldn't afford at the time the big black one, and I think it's a hideous thing anyway. But I much prefer physical copies of games. And unfortunately, I had to do this one on a digital because I couldn't get a copy of it anywhere. And I was in two minds about it for about a week or more. And then one evening here, I just gave in and I thought, oh, I've got to get this game. And so I did. But I still think I might get a digital copy, a physical copy of it. I do like them better. I just feel like you've got something. I don't feel like you've got it when you've got a digital. But there you go. It's how things are changing. Like I said to a girl I had to go and went and posted a parcel. And I had it on a thing that you just get the label and stick on it and that. And I said to her, one day I said, money's going to be obsolete. I mean, we're not going to be handling anything.
Are that you play them and you're done.
It's going to be either a card or a QR code or something. Yeah. That you play them and you're done. I can trade those. Exactly. Because I've traded a load of my games. And, but the trouble is sometimes I trade the ones that I really like and then I go and buy them back again. Aye. But there you are. So, time has got up this. And, like I say, I will still be playing this, even though I come off from here. But I won't be playing this character.
Laughing.
Do you do that too, White Wolf? Yeah, because I go on and I sort of look on the PlayStation store, you know, off the console in that, and I say, well, there's there, or I go online onto the game store where I usually buy my games from, and I see, especially if they've got a sale, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes some of them have, you know, had a bit of the price knocked off of them, and I think, oh yeah, I liked that, didn't I? It's like Lies of P. I got Lies of P, and then I went and sold it because I couldn't get on with it. And then I was looking through the PlayStation Store some time back, and it was there as a download. Then I've gone and downloaded it, so now I've got it on the console again. And I'm not playing it. Gosh. Ooh. Anyway.
I did that with Assassin's
Creed. Yeah, do you know what, White Wolf? I found, which I didn't realise I still had, I found 2 Assassin's Creed games when I was looking through my shelf with the games on it, and I have got, if I can see it, Assassin's Creed Original, and I can't remember what the other one is. I put it in the shelf thing the wrong way round, so it's not showing.
To the Plus where I can download some games and play them.
And I can't think what's been. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean the thing is, so I mean I got a subscription on the PlayStation here. It's a bit pricey though. I think I paid over £100, but it's for the year, so I suppose it squares itself out one way or the other in some way, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't worked that out yet. Anyway, let's go. And I am going to come away from here, and then I'm going to switch over to the other character that I play this with, that I've made up.
For sure.
It is, I think. Probably it does work out, doesn't it? In the end, it's got to work out. Yeah. But I tell you what, I still like the PS4 as well. I mean, I've got... I'm just looking up here. I've got at least 2 PS4 consoles up there on the shelf somewhere. And I get on with that. It took me a while to get used to the PS5. I found it a little bit more fiddly. I'm getting used to it though. It took its time. Oh. Anyway, yes, like I say, I'm going to come off of here, and I'm going to go on with my other character.
My favorite.
You know, I really think actually, in the PS3 wasn't too bad either. I got the little one. It's only like about that smaller one. You slid the lid over on the top, just stuck the disc in. And I mean, I think I've still got that somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I went in the other day. I went in. We've got like a blanket box in the bedroom there, and I went in there the other day to look for some bedding. And what did I find? Right in the bottom of it, tucked away in the bedding, was a God of War console, you know, with all the decorative stuff on the top of it. And I just stood and looked at it, and I thought, well, I'd forgotten all about that one. I'm wondering now whether I should have kept it, but I did. I packed it up and sold it. It was nice though. I can remember now when that came out. I was absolutely going crazy for it. But I don't usually like anything that's stuck onto the consoles. I mean, I don't like these transfers and stuffs. But I did like that God of War one. Yeah. I think I'd be surprised what I would find if I had a real good dig around here. So much stuff has been packed away. But there you go. I am really going now. So I'm going to stop talking and wish you all farewell. Thank you for coming. Thank you for chat. Thank you for listening to my old stories, as whatever, like was said, I could possibly write a book. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow is gym day. I'll go to the gym.
Hand pink waving. You take care.
Friday. Yes, thank you, White Wolf. You take care as well. You look after yourself. Look after all the people around you. Look after your family. Make sure. Look after your little lad. Let him go out and play and get dirty. Jump in some puddles. Run around with no shoes on. Yeah, go on. Put a plaster on his knee if he falls over. And he'll grow up just fine. Okay, here we go. Pink Hands Thegamergranni, goodbye. Thank you everybody for coming. You all take care, look after yourselves and everyone, and hopefully without any hiccups or anything else, I will be doing this again on Friday. Now we're going to disappear. I'm going to leave you all in peace, right, and do this magic bit. There I am, gone.